Experts have called for a stop in the use of ozone-depleting chemicals that damage the ozone layer in the building and construction sector. Those who spoke at the Nigeria Build Expo in Lagos said the protection of the ozone layer faces a variety of challenges, including the warming climate and the environmental effects of substances developed to replace ozone-depleting substances. They noted that most companies are now complying with the recommended standards in its refrigerants and air conditioning sector.
Refrigerant with R22 gas, which is a R22 refrigerant gas, they deplete the ozone layer because they put in some chemicals into the ozone that depletes it, and it affects the ozone layer so bad. So we discourage the use of that. We need that because we need to sustain the environment for the future, and being one of our core responsibilities too, we look at the future so that we would not use up everything we have today and let the future be vague.
The real solution is education and making people aware of what the problem is. And another thing is, well, education, but improving the economy. And what I mean by that is your belly comes before the environment, right? When you have a daily struggle, you're not thinking about the environment. Clean air, clean water, right? You'll see this is a thing of the future.
The convener, ELAN EXPO West Africa, Jude Chime, while speaking on climate change issues, stressed the need for quality indoor air as the world struggles to combat the COVID-19 pandemic.
Of course, you definitely need programs like this because at this point, it's even COVID we're battling with. You know, you need to survive first before you start talking about climate change. You know, so currently we're talking about indoor air quality, you know, which is very key, even at the hospitals, at homes, at the malls, you know, in various public places, even in, you know, places of worship and all that. So that's even very, very key. Of course, programs like this, you know, you can't stop manufacturing. People will still manufacture, and you know, the climate change aspect is something that, you know, you still need a lot of time, you know, to discuss with a lot of stakeholders. Everybody needs to come together to understand actually, you know, how it's going to affect their production. You want them to cut down on production, which is also going to affect businesses worldwide. It's going to affect the consumers and all that. Climate change is very important at this time.
The event focused on the latest industry trends, knowledge-sharing section from industry professionals, display of world-class equipment and new innovation, and also the presence of top government delegates for partnership.